In our last section, we saw how neural networks learn by constantly adjusting their internal weights during training. But what exactly happens when that training is done and these networks are deployed into the world? On the surface, the digital tools we use every day look entirely different. A phone app grouping pictures of your dog seems to have absolutely nothing in common with a conversational chatbot writing an essay. But underneath the interface, they all rely on the exact same logic, finding patterns in data to make a prediction. To see how this works in practice, we will look at sections 4.1 through 4.4, breaking down exactly how these trained networks operate in our daily lives. Specifically, we can organize what deep learning does into 4 major jobs: seeing, hearing and speaking, predicting and recommending, and generating. Deep learning first gained public attention for vision tasks. To give a machine sight, engineers use an architecture called a convolutional neural network, or CNN. A CNN doesn't process a whole image at once. It scans small grid patches. Early layers look for simple patterns like edges. As data moves deeper, layers combine these edges into shapes, then distinct parts, and finally, a complete recognizable object. This specific pipeline powers the phone apps that automatically group pictures of the same person. It is how ATMs read handwritten checks, and it's how medical software flags suspicious areas on an X-ray. The most widely discussed application of these networks is facial recognition. Because a faceprint cannot simply be changed like a forgotten password, we have to pause and ask 3 critical questions. When a system maps your face, how long is that data stored? Did you actively consent to being scanned? And if the network misidentifies you, who is held responsible for the harm? When you ask a smart speaker a question, it is easy to assume you are talking to a single, highly intelligent program. Here is the actual voice assistant pipeline. A microphone captures audio, and a speech recognition network converts it into text. Next, a natural language processing system interprets the meaning, drafts a response, and a final network synthesizes it into spoken audio. These exact same audio processing relays do heavy lifting for accessibility. They run the live captions on your video calls, power voice typing, and generate automatic video transcripts. A voice assistant understands human speech through a rapid, highly coordinated relay race between specialized networks. From its early days mailing DVDs, Netflix has focused heavily on anticipating exactly what its users want to watch next. This relies on recommendation systems. Here is a recommendation pipeline. The network looks at your current activity and finds clusters of past users who made similar choices. If millions with your exact viewing history clicked a specific thriller next, it predicts you will do the same. The underlying math mapping these behavior paths is highly versatile. Banks use it to flag abnormal spending to catch fraud. Retailers use it to forecast store inventory, and hospitals use it to provide early warnings to clinicians based on patient data trends. But recommender systems come with a distinct double edge. While they are incredibly useful for discovering new music or products, consumer algorithms are often optimized for one specific metric: maximizing user engagement. The content that keeps you scrolling is rarely the same as the content that serves your best interests. Because they run silently in the background of nearly every app, recommenders exert massive influence over what information reaches us daily. The newest application of deep learning moves past sorting existing data into generating entirely new content, including text, images, and code. Tools like ChatGPT are driven by large language models, or LLMs. Their power largely comes from a 2017 architectural design called the Transformer, which allows the network to track complex relationships across thousands of pages of text. This chart illustrates the generative AI pipeline. When you give an LLM a prompt, it does not query a database of facts. Its primary task is calculating probabilities to predict which single word should logically come next. Because they generate sentences one predicted word at a time based on training patterns, chatbots can sound incredibly confident and authoritative, even when inventing details. The myth is that ChatGPT looks up answers. The reality is that it predicts the next word. Fluent does not mean factual. We are looking at 4 entirely different applications, all driven by the exact same mathematical concept of adjusting weights. Convolutional neural networks give machines sight. Natural language processing lets them hear and speak. Recommenders predict our next behaviors, and large language models generate original content. Because these models are so deeply integrated into our digital infrastructure, we have to rigorously test their limitations and question the immense trust we place in their outputs.